Hello students, in this class we'll see more about viruses. In our previous class we saw what is macrovirus. Actually macro is something which is provided by we few application softwares to easy our task. This is a kind of coding, macro easy our task. And the macrovirus attach themselves with the micro and just disturbs our task. So the same way boot sector virus is something. What is boot sector virus? So boot sector virus especially target the boot sector. Now, what is boot sector? This has been already discussed in the last, but once again we may discuss. A boot sector is a sector of a data storage device which contains machine code to be loaded into random access memory. Look, in order to understand boot sector virus, you need to understand what is booting first of all. Booting simply means when we start a computer, then that process of starting a computer is known as booting. This is the first definition. Another definition also says that the loading of operating system into a RAM, that process is also called booting. Loading of operating system into RAM means what? You know it that the processing takes place, how it takes place, how the instruction cycle works. The instructions are taken from RAM to the processor, then the processor's control unit understands what has to be done, and then it directs the other units of the processor to work accordingly. So the instructions are normally taken from the RAM. And when you switch on the computer, it takes some time. Then what is happening during switching on and getting started? A lot of programs are getting loaded, a lot of things are getting activated during this process, where the things means the operating system. The operating system is normally stored in the storage device. That may be in a hard disk or in a SSD or in the internal memory of the computer, mobile, or the laptop. When you switch on the things, then it from the secondary storage, it starts getting loading into the RAM, and we see it working, loading operating system and starting and all these things happening. And during this, all the devices, all the things, all the parts, all the systems get started. ये दुकान खुलने जैसा हो गया, जैसे बड़ा दुकान कोई खोल रहा है ना, तो काइंड ऑफ इस तरह से मशीन भी खुलता है. It takes some time. During that process, the instructions get loaded from secondary storage to the uh, RAM. So what is the role of boot sector then? Yes, so we may have lot of secondary storage devices attached to a computer, but from which device booting has to be started. So this information is there in the boot sector, boot sector of the storage device. Actually, in BIOS, it is directed that from which device or from which memory device, storage device, operating system has to be loaded. Whether it has to be loaded from pen drive, whether it has to be loaded from a CD or a DVD, or it's to be loaded from a hard disk or any other device. It is preset there. You can change the sequence also. Booting sequence can be changed. So every secondary storage device has a boot sector which contains vital information for starting a computer. And boot sector virus does what? Boot sector virus target the boot sector or the master boot record. Both are almost same thing, of the host hard disk drive or solid state drive or any other storage device. And what happens? The booting is controlled, or from very beginning, the virus is controlling your system if the virus is there in the boot sector virus. Yes, this is another form of virus. Another is email virus. What is email virus? Email viruses are viruses that, of course, as the name suggests, are that are intentionally, not accidentally. Okay, it's running rather uses email system to spread. While virus infect files may be accidentally sent as the email attachment, the means if you have got email from some unwanted source or even from some wanted source, you might not knowing what kind of file you are downloading, and it comes in your mail, you download it or you click it, then the virus spread in your system. So this is how we have seen these various types of viruses. Resident virus which reside in the memory, and non-resident which do not reside in the RAM. Microvirus which infect the microvirus. Boot sector virus which infect the boot, which reside in the boot sector and controls the system from the very beginning. Email virus comes from the virus. Microvirus and program virus are the same thing. Okay, they just damage the programs. Now the next topic is stealth technique. Stealth means चुपचाप काम करना, शांति से, मतलब पता नहीं चले ऐसा. you'll find the little meaning, you'll get it. चुपचाप काम करना, उन्हें थोड़ा सा कनिंग टाइप से हाइड होकर के काम करना. तो वायरस अपने आप को छुपाता कैसे है? ओके, सो दिस इज व्हाट वी गेट फ्रॉम what is how it hides itself. So there are a lot of hiding techniques, so the makers of virus keep different ideas, apply different ideas, so that they could make a smarter virus that cannot be even detected by the antivirus software. So few techniques are there, a lot of techniques are there. You need to study in detail all the techniques, but lightly you can understand these things. So to avoid detection by users, some virus employ different kind of deceptions. Some old viruses means चलो पुराने viruses को ही देखते हैं, वैसे अपने आप को छुपाता है. Indos platform, just why we are discussing this topic, just to understand how well these viruses are designed to work so that it could not be detected by the antivirus programs. So some old viruses make sure that the last modified date of the host file stays same when the file is infected. Look, what happens whenever you create a file, its date is there always. Huh? You know this, the file creation date and everything, every modification date, everything there. So if a virus is infecting that file, then what? If virus has changed the file, then the modification date operating system must see the changes, the date has changed for that file, and that may also let the antivirus software to know that, oh, the date earlier, the date of modification was this, now this is this, but user hasn't done this, so maybe the work of virus may be there. So this is how with the date it can be detected that the file has been modified. So this using this stealth technique, how they work, the last modified date of the file does not change, it remains the same. Then the virus do this, even if it has modified the file, but the date doesn't change. Now file is infected, but nobody can know, oh, file has changed. When it has changed, the date is same. So but antivirus program does not only depend on the date. There are a lot of other techniques to which antivirus software find it. So however, the technique through which through date the viruses are checked, that only can be fooled, but other technique cannot be fooled. Antivirus is also very smart software. Viruses are smart, so antiviruses are even more smart. Then they catch it and remove it. Some virus can infect files without increasing their size. Yes, this is another point. This is another the technique through which a virus is spread. They do not increase the file size, and even without increasing the file size, they infect them. How? So what happens that whenever any file is created, some space is reserved for that file. Suppose a file is of 3.5 KB, for example. Suppose the file is of 3.5 KB, but in operating system or in computer, it is allocated 4 KB of space. File is of 3.5 KB, but it is allocated 4 KB of space. Then what? 0.5 KB space is extra. So the virus, what it does, it doesn't increase the size greater than 4 KB. It just increases in the cavity, there is space provided. Only that much space is used for infecting the file, and thus the file size is also not increased, but the file is infected. So this is how the virus works. Okay, so we'll see something more about it also. So now in this topic we'll come to know vulnerabilities and infection vectors, from where how your system get infected. Okay, earlier we saw that how different types of viruses works. Now we'll see how the virus come to your system. So there are a lot of ways through which viruses enter your system. First is software bug. Software bug का मतलब क्या होता है? A software is often designed with security features to prevent unauthorized use of system sources. Many viruses must exploit and manipulate security bugs, which are security defects in the system or application, to spread themselves. Simply it means that कोई भी software जब बनता है, software is made, that is also made keeping security in their minds. But viruses, what they do, they find the security loophole, they find the defect in the security of that software, and they attack that the weak point of the software, and this is how they enter the software or the virus starts spreading. A lot of ways are there. We'll see them one by one. Now, social engineering a poor security practice. It simply means that to replicate itself, look first, let us see this, what it says. To replicate itself, virus must be permitted to execute the code and write to memory. For this reason, many viruses attach themselves to executable file. वायरस को फैलने के लिए उसको एग्जीक्यूट होना पड़ता है, तो वो करता क्या है कि एग्जीक्यूटेबल फाइल जो होता है, जैसे वर्ड का फाइल, एक्सेल का फाइल, डबल क्लिक जिसे हम करके काम अपने चलाते हैं, those are normally known as the executable files. Then what this kind of virus would do, they attach themselves with the executable file. How they can attach without increasing the file size, that we have already discussed. जो एक्स्ट्रा स्पेस रहता है उसमें वो जा करके कुछ कुछ ऐड हो जाता है, तो जब भी हम उसे डबल क्लिक करते हैं तो वायरस भी डबल क्लिक हो जाता है, वो भी स्टार्ट हो जाता है एग्जीक्यूट करना, ठीक है, और इस तरह से वो स्प्रेड करना शुरू करता है। अब इसमें एक और बात जो तो आपको समझना चाहिए कि इन ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम फाइल एक्सटेंशन डिटरमाइंस द प्रोग्राम एसोसिएशन. File extension determines the file. In last class I have demonstrated you .exe file is there. .exe file executable file होता है, जो भी .exe file होगा उसको डबल क्लिक करने के बाद वो एग्जीक्यूट होगा. हालांकि those extensions are normally not visible, we can see them by watching the property and making some settings, we can see that. But the thing is, file extension determines the program association. The extension may be hidden from the user by default. This makes it possible to create file that is of different type than it appears. For example, executable file may be created and named like this. This is an example which shows you that how the virus may be named like. Normally, PNG file is a photo file, image file. But what happens? We normally know that JPG, PNG are the photo files, GIF are the photo files, image files. So viruses are named like this. You will not see this .exe, but this is exe file, but it is named in a different tricky way so that it would trick you. If you'll see such kind of file, what you will do, you will just double click it in order to do what? In order to see what image is there. But actually this is not an image, this is an exe file, this is a virus, and thus virus will start executing. So the extension plays role. So the picture PNG therefore assume that it is a file of image, but actually this is virus. So this is how इस तरह से हम लोग वायरस बनाने वाले लोग दिक्कत करते हैं. एक और जो प्रॉब्लम है जो जिसके वजह से वायरस आता है, वल्नरेबिलिटी ऑफ डिफरेंट ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम्स. ये एक जरूरी चीज है जिसको आपको डिटेल में समझना चाहिए, ध्यान से समझना. A vast majority of viruses target system running Microsoft Windows. You might have heard, or if not, then you just know that you need to know that Microsoft Windows में ज्यादा संभावना होता है वायरसेस के आने का. क्यों? क्योंकि पूरी दुनिया में Microsoft Windows मोस्टली सबसे ज्यादा यूज होता है, ठीक है. If you compare with any other operating systems, why it is used mostly? Because a lot of factors are there. This is easy to use. Almost all kind of apps are available for this operating system. Means everything works nicely in this. We are also using Windows operating system, so you find it easy to work. And this is due to Microsoft large market share, because जितना भी desktop या laptop normally होता है उसमें ज्यादातर में Microsoft Windows ही रहता है. So इसे फैलाना आसान है. मैंने अगर हमें इन्फेक्ट ही करना है तो हम ऐसा चीज को चुने कि जो ज्यादा है उसको इन्फेक्ट करेंगे, जो कम है उसको इन्फेक्ट करेंगे. क्या होगा, किसी को पता नहीं चलेगा, तो क्या फायदा हुआ हमारा मेहनत करने का, वायरस बनाने का. So this is why this Windows is chosen for this. The diversity of software system on a network limit the destructive potential of virus and malware. Open source operating system. Open source operating system means like Windows is not open source. If you want to use Windows, you will have to purchase it from market. But open source softwares are something. Open source software (OSS) is a type of computer software in source code is released under license in which the copyright holder grant user the right to use the study, change or distribute the software to anyone for any purpose. Means open source software जो होता है उसमें जो उसका सोर्स कोड होता है वो ओपन किया हुआ रहता है. कोई भी आदमी उस सोर्स कोड को ले सकता है, उसमें मॉडिफिकेशन कर सकता है और उसको फिर डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर सकता है. ये लगभग फ्री रहता है. ठीक है, इसमें आप मॉडिफिकेशन कर सकते हो. अब इससे याद याद आया एक चीज जो मैं आपको शेयर करना चाहूंगा. एंड्रॉइड ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम जो मोबाइल्स पे रहता है नॉर्मली, एंड्रॉइड किसने बनाया है? गूगल ने बनाया. गूगल ने कहां से बनाया भैया? तो लिनक्स एक ओपन सोर्स ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है, बहुत पुराना, बहुत पावरफुल ओपन सोर्स ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है लिनक्स. ठीक है, तो लिनक्स चूंकि ये ओपन सोर्स है और ओपन सोर्स के बारे में अभी अभी हमने देखा कि इससे कोई भी बंदा इसके सोर्स कोड में मॉडिफिकेशन कर सकता है और फिर इसको रीडिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर सकता है. तो गूगल ने रेडीमेड लिनक्स ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम के कुछ सोर्स को लिए और उसमें अपने हिसाब से कुछ मॉडिफिकेशन किया और एक नया ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम बना दिया एंड्रॉइड. ओके, एंड्रॉइड ऐसे ही उत्पत्ति हुआ है इसका. शॉर्टकट में आप समझिए बात. लुक लिनक्स, ये लिनक्स का लोगो है. Linux is a family of open source Unix-like operating system based on Linux kernel and operating system kernel first released on September 1991 by Linus Torvalds. Linux is typically packaged in. So Linux open source है, इसको भी यूज कर सकता है, almost free रहता है. ये अच्छा रहता है, यूज कर सकते हो. Look, all the operating systems are more or less similar to use. Like if you have learned to ride one kind of bike, you know, bike. If you have learned how to ride Hero Passion, then you can also ride Splendor. You can also ride Honda Sign. You can also ride Bullet. You can also ride any bike. The same way, if you have learned to ride or if you want to learn to operate any operating system, then you can operate any other operating system because almost they are made in a simple way and easy to use like that. So this is the fact. So malicious code targeting any of these system will not only affect a subset of the user. Means if you are using of if somebody is trying to create virus for Linux, then Linux का बहुत सारा सबसेट है, तो उसको सबके लिए वायरस बनाना पड़ेगा. वो थोड़ा सा टेंशन वाला काम. बट विंडोज के लिए अगर बनाए तो क्या होगा? सब जगह फैलने में आसान होगा. So many Windows users are running the same set of application which enables virus to rapidly spread among the Windows system by targeting the same exploits on the large number of hosts. तो उसके लिए आसान है बनाना. So this doesn't mean that you should leave or you should not use Windows operating system. Windows is Windows. You can use other operating systems also. You might have heard that Android के लिए वायरस वैसा नहीं रहता है बहुत ज़्यादा, या Linux के लिए नहीं रहता है. To an extent, these are fact. But viruses किसी के लिए भी बन सकता है. So, and another mediums are there through which virus is spread. Okay, so let us discuss them also, which is not there. It's written here, but it's in your book. You can see this. Other sources are internet. Through internet also it comes through mails and viruses, mails. etc. We have already seen this. Through infected pen drive, CD, floppy disk, or other external devices you are using in one machine, and that contains virus. It is spread. It came into that pen drive, and you use it in your machine. From that also it can be, it can come to your system. So these are the major source through which you can get infected. So beside this, we have few other types of viruses also. So let us see them, like Trojan. What is Trojan? Let us have a look. What is Trojan? A Trojan, this is also known as Trojan horse. A Trojan horse is a type of malware that pretends to be something useful or helpful or like fun, but actually causing harm or stealing data. Means, you know, now this seems that this is something useful, interesting, and when in internet when you will work, something you'll find like this will improve your system performance. This will do this. This will, you will download it and install it, but this is what, this is Trojan. So you should not do like that. Okay, Trojans are often silent download, downloading other malware, and Trojans download other things also in your system. So be careful with this. So this is Trojan. Another is worm also. Worm, what is worm? A computer worm is a standalone malware computer program, that is virus simply, that replicates itself in order to spread to the other computer. Malware करता क्या है, ये सिर्फ फैलता है. It often uses computer network to spread itself, relying on security features and target. जिस कंप्यूटर का सिक्योरिटी फीचर उसका ये नहीं है, उन्हें स्ट्रांग नहीं है, वहां पर ये फैल जाता है. फैल जाता है, बहुत ज्यादा नुकसान नहीं करता, बट फैलता बहुत जोर है. ठीक है, और सिस्टम के फंक्शनिंग को ऐसा नुकसान नहीं पहुंचा पाता है, मगर फैल फैल के आपका डिस्क साइज बढ़ा देगा या कुछ और प्रॉब्लम इस तरह से क्रिएट करेगा. Another thing that you need to know is logic bomb virus. These are there in your book. A logic bomb is a malicious program that is triggered when logical condition is met. This kind of program come to your system and remain there and do not do anything until some special triggering moment comes. When any special condition is met, such as after a number of transactions or at a specific date, this bomb blasts. It is not actually bomb that will destroy your computer. This is a logical bomb which may delete your all the data, which will crash your system, which will steal all the data. So malware such as worm often contain logic bomb behaving in one manner and changing the way they are working. Okay. So now we shall see countermeasures, how we can avoid these things. कैसे हम वायरस को अपने आने सिस्टम में रोक सकते हैं. And before we come, viruses came to your system, how will you know? Look, there are a lot of symptoms. Symptoms is your system will start misbehaving, that you can see in your book, system of virus. How can you know that something has came in your system? The speed of processor become slow, processing will become slow. You will get unusual messages. Disk drives light may constantly flash. Disk drive light may constantly flash means when hard disk moves, there is a light, there is indicator in laptop or desktop that indicates yes, hard disk is moving. When hard disk moves, when you try to open any program, you want to save something, or if you are trying to open a big program, then it normally moves and the flashlight blinks. But if you are not doing anything, and even after that, the flashlight is blinking, that means hard disk is working. But you have not instructed hard disk to do anything. But why it is working? Then that is also maybe a symptom that yes, virus may be working over it. So you should check that. When you try to open anything or close anything, it will take a lot of time. So that is another symptom. The file size will start increasing. Your disk space will start reducing. Your system may restart without your consent. So these are some things, some situations, some scenarios which you can these are the symptoms through which you can understand yes, virus may be there. So now how to remove them? So the first thing that you can do is antivirus software. So antivirus softwares are the softwares which are designed in such a way to remove the virus, and with the time different viruses are coming and different antiviruses are also developing to catch the virus and remove it from your system. So if you want to have nice performance always, then you need to have antivirus in your system. Okay, so a lot of antiviruses are there in market. You can have any of them, and they charge for the protection they give to you. So there are few free antiviruses are there, but yes, free antiviruses works, but they do not remove or they do not work that way as the paid version works, because they are not serving for free, because making antivirus take a lot of effort, time, so they cannot give it everything to in free, no. So that's why free antiviruses are also okay, but they are not good enough. So, recovery strategies. Recovery strategy simply means that to reduce the damage that virus can do to your system, you need to normally back up your files, back up your data. Backing up your data helps you what? If something happens to the computer, if a virus comes to your computer, it damages it, then the backup will be there somewhere, kept somewhere else, it will be kept. That will help you to reduce the damage caused by the virus. So it is always suggested that always keep backup. These are the recovery strategies. Virus removal. Virus remove कैसे कर सकते हैं? Of course, antivirus is there, or many website run by antivirus software companies provide free online virus scanning. Through there also you can online also you can remove it. But after all, the purpose of website is to sell antivirus products, so they will not provide everything for free. Okay, but more or less something can be done. Operating system reinstallation. If really viruses came and if it is not getting detected, and after even after installing antivirus not working, then the best way is to reinstall the operating system. Means you need to remove everything in your system. Everything means everything in your system, and reinstall the fresh copy or clean copy of the operating system. That also removes the antivirus. While cleaning the disk or removing the everything, virus also got removed, and fresh copy of when operating system is loaded, then everything is very clear and fresh in your system without virus. And after installing an operating system, you can install a good quality antivirus so that your system may work nicely always. Viruses come from internet, of course, this is known. Virus may also come from floppy, pen drive, CD, DVD, from unknown sources. So these are the things that you need to uh, that you need to do if you have got virus. But what to do if to so you should take that care that you should not use any other website, unwanted website, or you should not use any unwanted pen drives from any other sources. So this is how you can means defend your system from getting infected. So this was all about antivirus, dear students. See you in the next class with some new topic. Thank you.